What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and in honor of Pride Month, I thought I'd pay homage to one of my favorite queer actresses, Miss Sarah Paulson. And I'm getting a little help from my friends over at Citizen RUTH, the only place you should ever shop for feminist art and gifts. And because they're so awesome, Citizen RUTH has designed a special edition Sarah Paulson mug specifically for this video. And if you want to know how to get not only this awesome mug, but a different queer mug every single month, make sure to keep watching. So sit back and join me for my favorite Sarah Paulson performances of all time, and make sure to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite.
You, more than anyone on the entire set, flipped the switch and were just so incredibly interesting to watch and incredibly different from your normal personality, and that's awesome.
Hi, I'm Xandra, with an X.
There's a house down the street with a dumpster outside. Just stick it in there.
God, she's hot.
My mom's the kind of lush she would throw up in her own glass and then drink it anyway.
What is wrong with you? But you stay out of my cigarettes.
The Goldfinch is a 2.5-hour-long film, and Sarah Paulson is only in it for about 10 minutes, yet still manages to be the best part of the movie. In all seriousness, The Goldfinch is a decent, if not odd, coming-of-age film about a boy and his goldfinch. And even though Sarah doesn't get nearly enough screen time, her turn as the selfish, overly tan, non-maternal, chain-smoking, bikini-rocking, animal print-loving, tank top with her mid-drift-out Xandra is one of my absolute favorites. Her scumbag vibes are immaculate, and you just know she always has nutritional supplements in her trunk. Watch The Goldfinch for Sarah, and stay for the,
early in my career, I think very early in my career, that's what I thought acting was I would just, because I could mimic, I would try to copy something I saw. I didn't have a real sense of self or what my own take on things were.
That is my peach.
No, it's a peach in my mouth. Sorry.
You are not sorry. But you will be.
Oh, really? What? What are you gonna do about it? What, are you deaf?
No. Just thinking of all the things I'm going to do about it.
Ratched, aka one of my favorite seasons of AHS, is a brutal origin story, and I could not imagine anyone else in this role. Sarah plays the tyrannical nurse Ratched with an ice-cold precision that made me legitimately afraid for every person she came into contact with. And despite my mixed feelings about Ratched as a series, I thought Sarah's take on Mildred Ratched was wonderfully unique, impossible to look away from, and well worth watching.
So I saw it for the first time with a big audience, and it was, I had trouble getting out of my seat afterwards. I think I'm in the best movie I've ever seen.
Who were your master?
Master named of Freeman.
Was he a learned man?
I suppose so.
He learned you to read?
A word, here or there. But I've no understanding of the written text.
Don't trouble yourself with it. Same as the rest, Master brought you here to work, that's all. Any more, I'll earn you 100 lashes.
Mistress Epps just might be the most despicable and horrifying character Sarah Paulson has ever played, and that's saying something. Sarah's understated yet convincing portrayal of the wife of a sociopathic slave owner will leave you absolutely seething. And that's the point. And in a film filled with brilliant performances, and I mean brilliant, it's easy to overlook the spiteful Mistress Epps as a throwaway character, but the ways in which Sarah's Mistress Epps tortures Lupita's Patsy is subtly chilling and blatantly evil. Watch 12 Years a Slave because, well, it's one of the best films ever made. And stay because Sarah gives one of the best performances of her career.
Typically speaking, if it's a part I want, there are 9 other girls who want it too, minimally. I'm an actress. I want to act. I want to act as much as possible in as many different mediums as possible. I don't want to be confined to only playing someone that is palatable to an audience. I don't think you could say, oh, there's a Sarah Paulson type.
Over the course of multiple seasons, Sarah Paulson has played at least 10 distinct characters in the anthology series American Horror Story. From a homicidal but devoted mother in Cult to the ruthless matriarch Wilhelmina Venable in Apocalypse, Sarah's AHS resume speaks for itself. And even if you're not a big AHS fan, you can't deny the sheer amount of talent it takes to convincingly play so many different characters, sometimes even in the same season.
This life isn't making either one of us happy, Beth. But one of us will die, and one of us has a chance at happiness.
I'm not interested in what they feel, the audience feels about it. I'm interested in telling the truth for the character.
I'm not a public personality. This isn't what I do. I don't know how to do this. And those other guys, they're flashy hotshots. They're used to it. But I just can't take it.
Sarah Paulson's Emmy-winning performance as Marcia Clark is hands down my favorite performance of hers to date. Specifically, the 6th episode, Marcia, 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 which gives you a behind-the-courtroom look at Marcia Clark's personal life and all the ways in which the media affected it. And Sarah just kills it. She makes you absolutely feel for what this woman had to endure for just showing up and doing her job. If you haven't watched American Crime Story, I highly recommend it. It's a fascinating show, and I can't wait until September to see Sarah transform herself into Linda Tripp. And if this list hasn't convinced you that Sarah Paulson is a gosh darn national treasure, then this mug definitely will. And the first 20 people who join my top Patreon tier will receive a different Citizen Ruth queer mug every single month you're a patron. Not to mention a ton of other perks, like a free ebook by yours truly, a cringy and probably 90s video shoutout every single month, plus access to my weekly movie reviews and monthly book reviews. Speaking of Patreon, I want to give a quick shout out to my newest patrons, Andrea and Robin Fox.
You are beautiful.
That is it for me. Thanks again to Citizen Ruth for sponsoring this video. They have some of the highest quality and funniest products out there. Do yourself a favor and check them out at citizenruth.com. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to let me know which Sarah Paulson performance is your favorite. And I'll see you in the next one.